Hi, Stefan Swartling here from Swartling Network. I've been thinking about the new 12-inch MacBook that Apple presented to us. As you may know, I have talked a lot about that I think that Apple will switch to ARM-based Macs in the future, especially the MacBook Airs and so on. But maybe I've been wrong about that. The new MacBook, the 12-inch MacBook, the very thin and light MacBook, has an Intel Core M processor. It's a very mobile, portable processor, but very powerful. In benchmarks, it's comparable to Intel's i3 or i5 core processors. So you can definitely use it for Final Cut Pro X and so on, and do some video editing and also some music productions and so on. Everything I do on my iPad Air 2, for example. And I've been thinking about that. Maybe Apple is planning to replace the ARM chips in the iPad with an Intel Core M processor. The same processor as it has in the 12-inch MacBook. It's very power efficient processor, and you don't need any fans, so you can have a fanless design exactly as the iPad already has. And according to the rumors, Microsoft will has an Intel Core M processor in the next Surface Pro, so they can have a fanless device. So maybe the new rumored iPad Pro, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, will have an Intel Core M processor. And maybe Apple will keep the iPad Air to have an ARM-based chip, or maybe they also will have an Intel Core M processor in the iPad Air in the future. So maybe the iPad Air 3 or maybe iPad Air 4 will also run on an Intel Core M processor. And as you may know, Apple has done the Mac operating system more like the iOS operating system, more and more for every version. And they're adding features to seamlessly integrate iOS with OS X, OS X. So maybe all the larger devices, iPad Air, iPad Pro and Macs, will run on OS X, and the iPhone will be the only device that runs on iOS. And then the iPhone will seamlessly work together with the iPad and the Macs, because they have integrated all these features together with each other. So to me it could be possible that Apple will use the Intel Core M processor in coming iPads and also in these more portable Macs, and only use ARM for their iPhone, their big seller, the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, and all the coming iPhones with the same sizes as now. And maybe that's why Apple has built in some features for the bigger iPhone 6 Plus, more iPad-like features with dual panes and so on in some of the apps. Maybe that's why, because the iPhone 6 Plus will replace the iPad Air and the portable device iPad, and the new iPad Pro and coming iPad Airs will have the Intel processor to be more for corporate business and creative and productive use, instead of the mobile use that we have today. So maybe we will see the iPad Pro this fall when Apple will release it with an Intel Core M chip and running OS X, OS X, so you can use all the Mac apps on it. And maybe Apple has sold it so you can also run iPad apps somehow on it. And maybe they have added new features for OS X this summer. We will see WWDC, maybe some new features for touch-based control of OS X. So that could be the first step to see a new iPad running OS X on an Intel chip. And maybe also the new coming iPad Pro and also iPad Airs in the future will also have the new USB Type-C connector, so you can use all the same accessories and other stuff for the iPads too, the same accessories that you use for Macs. That was some of my thoughts about coming iPads, the iPad Pro, and maybe that Apple will not switch to ARM and start using Intel Core M chips instead in their devices. Hope you like it. Okay, bye.